newborn baby if you take the time to spend with them, but it does take training. Hi, Caddy. All right, it's important for hands-free training with your puppy. The more you do it, the better they're going to know that you're alpha. And you do not want them to be alpha because they can get out of control. So you always want them to know you're in control. So the best thing to do is get them started with a hands-free training, and you get a step-in harness. Harness is required. You do not want a collar. Collars can be for name tags and for cuteness, but never to add a leash on. If you add the leash on it, what you're liable to do is collapse the larynx, and then he will sound like he has kennel cough for the rest of his life. Once it is damaged, it can never be repaired. Just put his front paws in it. This is on the very smallest setting, and snap it. Now the next thing you do is you get you a little hook, and you're going to attach it to the harness handle. And at which point you will then go to your belt loop, attach it. Now you're going to be able to have hands-free training. Hands-free training, put him on the floor, and you are going to be teaching him every time you get up, he is to come. Every time you sit, he is to sit. For instance, Einstein, come here, sit. Einstein, come here, sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. And then you have to get up and do something. It's come. Such a good boy. Einstein. Sit. 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 Okay. Einstein. Come here. Hold up and back. Sit. Good boy. So after 3 to 4 months of him just being with you, every time you sit, you tell him to sit at your feet. Every time you get up, he is coming. So he's learning to walk beside you, and then you take the harness and leash off, and he has no clue that is what made him follow you and to sit when you sit. The other thing is you want him to learn to come. Having a leash and harness, you're going to think of going fishing. You're going to tell him, come, a tug like your foot, and then just wheel him in. Einstein, come, come, come. Good boy. Good boy. Back, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, yes, such a good boy. Yes. Puppies from time to time will decide they want to jump on you. The last thing you want is a puppy coming and jumping on you. The first time they jump on you and you bend over and pick them up, they have thought, that's all I have to do to be picked up. So it's a very simple technique. What you're going to do is you are going to take your leg and you are going to come with a knee to chest exercise. 4. What that will do is bump the puppy's chest, and it will knock them back, possibly even over. Do not do the soccer kick. If you do, you've done kicked them across the room, and that can cause harm. So it is just an easy exercise, knee to chest, firmly say, no jump. If they fall backwards, don't go, oh, I'm so sorry. No, then they will play your sympathy. Instead, you're going to just say, no jump. And they learn real quickly after 1 or 2 times, and they should never jump on you. If they decide they want to jump and it looks really cute, and they're about the distance he is from me now, and their paws up, saying, pick me up, that is perfectly fine because they didn't jump on you. A potty on command is always something that my clients love. Of course, how much time you have to spend with the puppy is how much faster they will learn to potty outside. So the first thing I say is if you are at home, you're going to look every 1.5 to 2 hours to help them with potty on command. It's a very simple process. What you're going to do, first you have your harness and leash on when they are out. That way they didn't go find a place to potty and ruin their thing they're going to do outside for you. Secondly, you're going to get you a service bell like you find in a business on the desk to alert them that you're there. You're going to put it by the door. Always use the same door, the same word. And if you don't have a dog to help with the training, the same place for pottying. So you take the puppy to the door, take their paw. Some puppies will hit it themselves, but if not, take the paw. Hit the service bell, use the word potty, go out that door into the place. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to have this on so they only have a very small area. You are not allowing them to go and lead you to a place to potty. Instead, you are holding them in the place you want them to potty. You are giving them 10 minutes. At the end of 10 minutes, if they did not potty, you will turn around and you will have a small kennel like this by the door. Big enough for them to fit, but not big enough for them to potty and get away from. The secret is there is to be no bed, no potty tray, and no toy. They are not being disciplined when they do wrong, so you're not coming in and putting them in and say, bad dog. You know, you're just walking in gently from outside, open the door, put them in it, set your timer, 15 minutes later, go out again. And you will continue this process back and forth until the puppy finally gives in and goes potty. At which point you are going to be so excited for the puppy and for yourself that you are going to be praising them and kissing them, and they get to come in and now they get floor time and get to walk past the box. It won't take them long before they realize when they potty outside, they did not get put in that. But when they didn't, they did get put in that. And like I said, you are not getting on to them, calling them bad dog. You're just trying to teach them that they need to go outside and potty. If you're not sure if they pottied outside, you always want to make sure that you take a paper towel or tissue with you. And if you pat their little private area and there's a little dot of wetness, you know they pottied. And then they get to come in and have floor time. If you work, it does make it harder, but when you are home, be consistent with working. As the puppy gets older, they will learn to be able to hold their bladder longer, and success will be good. In the meantime, we will take a look at this Yugo dog potty tray. And if you do work, you would want this. This potty tray is wonderful. We put it in the back of their playpen. It has grids so the urine goes up under. This is actually the best way for them if you are working, but I promise you, at nighttime, you will love it. The puppy will not wake you up crying and say, I have to potty. They will get up, relieve themselves, and everybody in the family has a wonderful night's sleep. So my encouragement to you is work when you're there to teach them outside potty. If you are home, don't have the potty tray in the pen. Instead, take it out. Only have it there when you are leaving for any period of time, and especially at night. Brush teeth is vital for your little puppy's health. If they get bad teeth problems, it goes into their gums and into their bloodline and can actually shorten their life. So, once a day minimum, you should brush their teeth. Now, we'll let you know a dentist stick at the end of the day is always good to pull off tartar, but teaching them brush teeth is good. I want you to really start out with your finger, and it's going into the mouth, and you're telling them brush teeth, but the other thing is you are massaging their gums to let them know it's a good experience.
Brush ya, brush ya, brush ya. Here's the new iPad with a brand new flavor. It's dandy for your teeth.
Let's brush your teeth. Good boy. Yes, good boy. It doesn't take long, it's just teaching. Then in 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to change to the little tiny baby toothbrush or even a disposable travel toothbrush. The secret is never use people's toothpaste. It will bubble in their lungs. So get some doggy toothpaste. But if you put the toothpaste on the toothbrush to start with, they're more interested in eating the toothpaste than you brushing the teeth. So go ahead and brush teeth with the toothbrush. Brush, brush, brush. Open, brush. Good boy. And then tell him, finish. And let them see you put the toothpaste on the toothbrush and then put it in their mouth. And it's like a treat that they see after doing a trip for you. And they will look forward to getting their teeth brushed. Now remember, good teeth, healthy baby. Whenever you give like the Albon or Benadryl, the secret is using the syringe that we give you as a tongue compressor. You want to go into the side of the mouth, hold them up close, and if you think of it as a tongue compressor, you're going into the side of the mouth and putting a little bit of pressure on the tongue. You do not release, so they wiggle the tongue 2 to 3 times and then let it out. Now you or the puppy are not wearing the medicine. From time to time, you may have your puppy that just goes home and they act like you're not even interested in food. If that's the case and you're not noticing they're even eating the 10 kibbles at a time, you want to get a little bit on your finger. Go into the very back of the mouth and just kind of at the same time you're moving your finger around to get the tongue and them to start eating. If they spit some of it out, that's fine. Go ahead and put it back in. Let's say hit the floor. Put it up to the nose to see if they'll start licking. Open again, all the way in the back where the mouth comes together. Just kind of twist and turn your finger a little bit. Just to encourage them for some chewing. And then they should start to lick a little bit. Good baby. Takes patience. Now, not all of them have to have that, but at the same time, if they do, you want to make sure that you're helping. If they do like he did, spit out some, just go ahead again, open up. And that may be something you have to do with your little guy just to get them situated for coming inside and being in their new family. Say, but I'm worth it! Hands-free training, he can be able to move around, and then all of a sudden you look, and he might be chewing on something he shouldn't chew on. Say it's a shoe. Drop it. And they will drop it. And then always have toys handy and throw Einstein, yours. Every time you correct, you redirect. So have toys handy at all times. Because he's on the hands-free training, he can only get so far away. So I'm able to correct him, get his attention, and he'll know that what I'm doing instead of running off in a corner and then I can't correct him. Puppies love to nibble on your shoes, your pants legs, and even your socks or toes. And you want to be able to stop that immediately. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to let them see how it feels to invade their space since they just invaded yours. So let's say that Einstein was biting on my socks. I would literally go into his direction, 3 shuffles, no, 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 and let him see that that's wrong. Always have a toy close by. So if he does it, if he's sideways, no, 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 or backwards, no, no, no. He should run about that far away and then say, yours. And let him have something to chew on, but let him see that it is not you. So whatever direction he's in, forward, side, or back, go into that direction very firmly, telling him no, no, no. And 3 steps or shuffles, and shuffles is the best so you don't step on their paws, very firmly nose, will let him see that this is bad behavior. No bite. You get the bottom of the jaw, no bite, no, and let go. As you see with my hands, he's sniffing, but he will not bite. That is the part you want to get to. So if it's not the hair like it was for me, it may be your hands, it may be your children. What they're doing, they're claiming you as a litter mate, and they're wanting to play. If you've ever watched litter mates play together, that is what they do. So you want to teach him respect for biting on you. Let's see. Are you going to bite on the hair? Let's try. Good boy. So what you want them to do is you want them to kiss you or turn their face from you whenever you're doing it. But if you will stay consistent, it's getting the thumb under the jaw and pulling down firmly. Very firmly say, no bite, no bite. Serious looking face. Make him look you in the eyes, no bite. And they know that you're serious. Redirecting toys is the correct behavior. After you have spent enough time with them, you do not want them to just always be with you, because the separation training that we have already reinforced for them will not be any more good. So they still need their separation time, so when you go shopping or to work or wherever, they are still used to being by themselves. So you say, okay, you've had enough time with Grandma, so we're going to go into our playpen. And if you just keep it up, you're going to tell him, good boy, and you're going to put him in his playpen. And then just walk away. As you can see, he is going to find whatever. Oh, he went potty. Good boy. Good boy. He went wee-wee. All right. But he is finding something to keep himself entertained. He's playing with the blanket. We'll throw him a toy in there. But if you notice, he is not going crazy barking like, oh, you have to pick me back up. He's not throwing a fit. And that's what we want. No bark. And we have one over here named Goofy. He's going to demonstrate for us. Goofy, look at me. That is rude. No bark. Behave. Then, and you ignore, then they should totally stop being a good boy. At which point you can then go over there and pick him up if you want to, but never, ever pick a puppy up when they're barking. No bark. If you will do what I'm showing you with the hands-free training for 2 to 3 months, you can take this off and they will follow you, they will sit, they do not realize this is what controls them. It also helps them not to find a place to go potty in the house, learning a bad habit, not chewing on things they shouldn't. And then once he's learned those things, where he can tell you, I need to go potty outside, this can go off. I still recommend keeping this until he learns total respect of the house. It just doesn't have to be as much. You just have to be consistent with your baby and follow through. They take your attention to work with them, but such rewards when you do. I want to thank you for getting one of our puppies, and I look forward to the weeks ahead, the months ahead, as we end up sharing stories of you telling me how special your baby boy is. Thank you.